All right, so we're getting ready to do the rear shocks, and hindsight's a wonderful thing. In an attempt to seal up the cabin, I went ahead and put soundproofing and heat shield just over this area. Normally there'll be a piece of like backer board or something that goes across here, or a lot of custom guys put that on there, but I didn't for now. But I wanted to get the inside sealed up. So putting on the rear shocks requires being able to get to that right there. Now that's deep into, just to show you how far into the trunk that is. They're at the edge of the trunk right now. That's the length of my arm plus the PVC pipe. And right there, both of those are filled with, let's say, either currently habited spiders or where they used to be. I just pulled out a big old egg out of there. I'm going to go ahead and give it a little spray. A little bit of pesticide down there, make sure everything's dead. And I remember saying on the videos where, man, the spiders here just don't go away, and that's because they seem to be living back here. So I am going to have to cut this and work from inside the car. Not ideal, but I can replace that. I've got plenty of the shielding back. So I'm going to make a couple slits, one on each side, stick my hands through, and get to the bolts, which is right down here. You can see there's a ton of cobwebs and stuff stuck down in there. Oh, maybe you can't see. And this one's the same way. They also have these little plugs in here, like this. And these are starting to disintegrate, so I'll get another set of those. I'll pull this one out. Actually, it'll just cave in. And you can see the cobwebs trying to not come out. It's pretty heavy in there, so I'm going to give it a quick spray. And open up the back end. Alright, so I'm going to cut the backing out of here. I'll do one slit. I'll probably do that. I'll just cut that all the way out. I'll replace that later on. And it's just spread there. Maybe I'll just do the backer board later. Yeah, you can see that a little bit better now. That's where we gotta loosen up the, but easy enough, filled with stuff. I'm gonna grab the vacuum and suck that out. Whatever's there, there's the other one over there. That should be, oops, okay. There should be 9/16. Trying to find it. So I don't have the car jacked up yet. I'll do that after I get this bolt off. Oh, not quick. I know why they leave them on. I think. You can hear that sound. shock's broken. Try this one next to you guys. This one seems to be coming off. Maybe we'll do the other side first. One of the spider eggs. Yeah, this one's coming. That one is not. So that's going to pose a problem. I'm going to have to get into there, figure out where I maybe get some vice grips or something down on there. I have no idea how I'm going to get that one off. Screws out. All right, so I'm going to do that side first. Yeah, there's a lot more spider eggs down there. That's always fun. I can dig them out. So I've got a similar problem here that I did on the upper part of that one. That one I got the bolt off. This one isn't going to take the bolt off without somehow throwing some vice grips on here somehow, or holding that, and I cannot hold that. Guess I could cut it off. Push comes to shove. But so I'm trying to find a pair of vice grips that are thin enough to go between the gap between the washer and the rubber grommet. And if I can do that, I should be able to get that one off. And then for this one, we'll put a pair of vice grips on the end down there and then go back up to the top. All the stuff here, go back up to the top and try to unbolt that one. So that's what we're working on right now. So I've got the vice grips attached to the thread of the shock, and hopefully as I spin it'll catch up there and it should be able to pull that off. We'll see if that happens. And you have a ring side seat for that, and that's still not going to keep the shock from spinning. You can see the shock spinning up there. So maybe bigger vice grips on there. Maybe not. Yeah. I'll just leave those both on there. And let's see if that's going to help me at all. Shock is still going to turn. So, may have to end up cutting these off, which really gonna put a crimp in my style here. Yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna get that to stop spinning. Oh, yeah, I think that's gonna work. I have like 5 different types of vice grips, and I think I've used every single version. But, oh, that was hot too. I didn't want to come off there at all. Alright, so this should just push up. And since they're crappy, I should be able to do that without any problem. There we go. There we go. Shock number 1. Now is a Monroe, so I know this is they've been replaced. The other one's blue too. The front ones I wasn't sure, but, and then of course, they're not too bad, but needed replacing. All right, so now I know how to get the other one off up top, and I'm gonna go work on that. All right, so new shock's going back in. All right, I'm gonna start this down here. That. Do it like this, that'd be better. And I'm gonna go start the one up at the top. All right, so there you see the shock sitting there. Now you can see a little bit of airspace. Light there. I don't want that on there. So what I'm going to do is just keep it adjusted a little bit up with this larger screwdriver, and then tighten it down. New shocks are in. So new shocks rear, new shocks front. Gonna have to deal with that rear end here pretty soon. Right now, next is the brakes and upholstery.